Yo, welcome back. This is Stu42 with another Minecraft episode and a rainy start to the episode as it is. So last time I said that I was going to try and do some storage stuff. However, the storage is kind of a bit harder to do than I realized. Well, not harder, just very intensive on materials. We're gonna need a lot of plates, and the plates at the moment are 2 ingots per plate. So I figured what we really wanted to do was to get into some of this stuff, the Bronze Age. This one's pretty easy. We can make this. We've got bronze, we've got some bricks. However, the thing we really want to make is the forge hammer. Now the forge hammer, pretty similar sort of stuff. Bronze hull. However, the bronze hull has these 2 sneaky brass plates in it. Now brass is usually made from copper and zinc. Zinc, I believe, is only in the nether. However, also in this pack is the ability to make alchemical brass. So in the magic stick over here, and I believe it's over this side somewhere, there we go, alchemical brass. So we can get to that, not super easy, but relatively easy. So we can get there from the crucible gets there from the Thaumcraft. The Thaumcraft needs Salus Mundus. Salus Mundus, we've already got the mana bucket. We just need the Viz crystals. However, Viz crystals we need to do the pure daisy first, and that's really where this starts for us, is the pure daisy. So the pure daisy is pretty easy. Oxide plus healing salve, we've had both of those. Found a ton of those in the world already, and we've also obviously got our healing salve in a basic work table with some mana in it. Now, you might remember we had a big mana pool out the front here. I did also say that I was going to check out the stone drum, which I've done. I've made 2 of these. They hold 16 buckets each, and that's where I've put the mana. So what I might do is, off camera, I'm going to probably... I think we're going to just hollow out this area a little bit more. That leads down to, it's pretty dark in there, but that is the coke oven that we made last episode as well. So I might cut this off, mine out this corner. We'll set up a little bit of a magic corner out here. I can get one of these work tables set up, get some mana put into it, get ourselves some pure daisies, and see where we go from there. So let me run away and do all that. I'll be back once I've carved out a bit of a spot and we can start doing a bit of magic. And ta-da! We have cleared out a bit of the corner. Turns out we had a bit of coal and lignite in here as well, which is pretty awesome. So now we are pretty much ready to throw that down. Let's throw the barrels just down over there. I'm presuming they'll be okay in the rain. And now we can put that one into there and that one into there as well. Fill that up. Awesome, so now we have some mana in there. Now, the first thing we wanted, what was it? It was the pure daisy, salve and an oxide. So let's go and grab some of that. I'm pretty sure I have some salve made up. I do, I have 2, so let's use both of them. And the daisy flowers, yes, oxide daisy. Cool. And then, oh, we can probably make a tool station as well, which would be pretty awesome. So let's go for that, and the oxide daisy gives us a pure daisy, and the other one. So pure daisies, these are pretty awesome for making things. So let's put one. Ah, it's actually got a nice glow about it now. Awesome, so now let's have a look at this. So we did that. We get some mystical white petals, that's awesome. So now Viz crystals. Now I'm not entirely sure how we go about getting these Viz crystals. Since sleeping you need to do is pick up Viz crystals. Like it's the easiest thing in the world. However, in the meantime, I think we can actually put this basic workbench down. There's a few things that these daisies make. I wonder how long this takes. Come on. Evidently a while. So while we're waiting for that, let's go tool. So the tool station, this is how you make it. Put one of them around that, the pure daisy. So if I click on the pure daisy, how do I see the recipes for that? Recipes? Oh, I can't see the recipes for it. That's kind of annoying. Oh, and in the background I can see. Awesome. So now we have crafting party equipment. So in the quests we have party equipment, tool station, magical wooden tool rod. What does that give us? It's a handle. Sure, I'm sure we will be saving that for some reason. Now this means we can make some tinker's tools and actually have stuff be repaired. So let's get on to that. In the meantime, I'm going to do a little bit of research on how to get these Viz crystals. I think we might need to find crystals in the world, which means we're going to need to find wherever the ones are for. So there's a Terra vein, there's an air infused vein. So we might need to air and beryllium. Oh, there is emerald and air and beryllium. Yeah, something's funny with these quests. So maybe we have to find one of those veins first to see these crystals so we can harvest them. In the meantime, let me get this tool station put down somewhere. Let's throw it inside and see what we can do with it. So let's put it there. Awesome. So now we've got this where we can actually build some of the stuff. So we're going to need a part builder, yeah, and a part chest. So debarked crystal wood. Oh no, firewood. So yeah, okay, so crystal wood or firewood. That is taking a long time. So it's crystal wood, debarked crystal wood. So that is crystal wood, which comes from, yikes. Okay, there might not be a way of doing that just yet. All right, anyway, we will go away and figure out how we're going to get these Viz crystals, and then we'll come back and hopefully start making our way through this, because Salus Mundus and our Thaumcraft is really what we want to get to. Although, let's just have a quick look, because if we grab our book, and then over here, as I said earlier, every book can turn into every other book, but maybe the Thaumcraft is not one of them. Does not look like it. Okay, cool. So we are going to have to do that ourselves. All right, I will see you back here in just a minute once I figure out how we're going to get these Viz crystals. So I am just running back from doing a little bit of mining. I did manage to find some blue flowers, which led me to a lapis and not calcite, not cobblestone, aqua infused stone. Now, if we put one of these, well, let's put a couple of them down. Now they're going to start glowing away. Now I can't remember if I've found any Terra or Auto or any of the other aspects yet. I'm pretty sure I haven't found Ignis or Air. Aqua seems to be pretty easy to find. We're sort of close to snowy bits, and the bit in... it's in here somewhere that I just went mining. But I need to do a trip south again at some point. Again, on this map, if I zoom out, I have gone down here. There is a bit of desert down here. So down here is like a mesa or a desert. Anyway, it's dry enough to have some of the Ignis and redstone and bits and pieces that we're going to need. So we'll do this. This should hopefully give us some Viz. And then from there, Viz crystals. That should then let us do Salus Mundus. Create in the work table. Oh, look at that. Wahoo, and we get a book as well, Strange Dreams. So we get 3 aqua crystals. Let's have a look. Yeah, so now we get, it's going to give us a bunch of them, which is awesome. And now we want to go this way to Salus Mundus. So, well, after we watch all these things pop up and down. So Salus Mundus, created in the work table with any type of Viz shards and low covalence dust. So let's just run back in here, grab some low covalence dust. We do have the work table. We may need our bucket. You know what, let's just go and throw some of those back in there. We might just keep the aqua infused stone for now. Let's go to this work table and say, look, that and a Salus Mundus. So, what are we missing? Dream, I took 3 of those strange crystals and ground them with a handful of mince in a bowl using a piece of flint. Okay, so this is a different way of doing it. I think that's the general way of doing it. However, in this way, in the work table with any type of vis shard and low covalence dust, so any type of vis shard, low covalence dust, I'm picking that it's also going to need a bunch of mana. No. So here's a work table. Right, so that is either a bad tooltip or, yeah, so it does need a little bit of mana, it just needs a lot of low covalence dust. So we need to put all of that around instead, and then we need a hammer for it. And we are getting dark, so we're going to need to run. Now I think I have a spare one in here somewhere. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, stone mallet. Can we get there in time before the mobs start coming out? Mallet, there. Salus Mundus. Hurrah! So let's run inside and look at our quests. Da-da. So we now have that. It's going to give us an extra Salus Mundus and some steak, which gives us some dairy, which is kind of cool. So now Thaumonomicon. So this is create the Thaumonomicon. Magic comes the price, the deeper you go into madness, the more impacts, blah blah blah. The usual Thaumcraft flux warnings. That's up to you, but you have been warned. Awesome, but that is what we need to do. So we need to look at this. How do we make the Thaumonomicon? No idea. I'm guessing something to do with the Salus Mundus. Maybe you craft it with a book. Let's grab, not the Astral Tome. We want Cooking for Blockheads, because that's just a generic book that we don't really need anymore. Let's chisel it back to a regular book and see what happens if we mix it with that. Nothing. Nothing at all. Okay, so it's definitely not a shapeless thing. Let's see if it's in here. Now, I'm probably derping really hard here because I just have not had to do Thaumcraft, not Thaumcraft 6 anyway, I don't think. So I am going to cut this here and go and have a look and see how we actually make this Thaumonomicon. It used to be, yeah, I can't even remember how to do it. It's been quite a long time, unfortunately. So I just push Q. Where'd the book go? There. Alright, there it is. Nothing. Alright, I'll see you back in just a minute. We'll try and get this Thaumonomicon created. I don't think it has any way for how to create it in there. Alright, back in just a tick. Alright, so I was in fact derping pretty hard before. I should have realized that it was a bookshelf that you needed to put down. So, bookshelf, grab one of the Salus Mundus, right click on there, and pow. Got our Thaumonomicon. I feel quite silly for not having done that. Awesome, so there's the first steps. We've got a bunch of things that we can do in here, in here and read about. For now though, I do really want to continue on. Yes, let's claim all of our stuff. Ooh, a bunch of paper, that's cool. And then we want to get to the Crucible. So the Crucible is made by clicking Salus Mundus on a cauldron. Now, cauldron, I did actually make some wrought iron already. So 14 wrought iron. You make these by just throwing regular iron ingots into a fire. I threw mine in a fire over there. The reason I made 14 of them, however, is because, where is it? Iron hammer. The whole reason we're doing all this in the first place is because just these plates are killing me in terms of what they're taking to make. So there's our cauldron. Now I'm going to go and put this outside over here with our magic-y stuff. So let's just throw it there. We are going to grab the other Salus Mundus. No, we're not going to grab the other Salus Mundus. Do we need to put water in there? Do we need to throw the Salus Mundus into there? Before we throw water in there, let's try it. Nothing is happening. Shift right click. Interesting. Alright, I am gonna, once again, Derpy, I mean, I thought that you used a wand to do this stuff, but I don't think we're up to the point that we can get wands yet. That's one of the problems. So Salus Mundus, yeah, that's the original way to make it, that's okay. Knowledge totals. Oh, look, it is mostly blank, hence it powerful new magic. Thermometer, normal crafting table won't do, the magical energies. So arcane workbench, items that need to be crafted. So we need to make an arcane workbench at some point. This looks like they've changed the way the Thermonomicon works quite significantly. Theory crafting. So yeah, there's really not much you can do in here now. Scribing tools, glass file. Sure, these are all fairly similar to how they used to be. Research table, can I hit R on that? No, I'm going to need to look somewhere else. And this is fundamentals, 9%. Okay, Thaumcraft has changed a little bit. So I'm going to go and make probably some class files and get some of the other bits we're going to need for Thaumcraft and figure out how we're going to make this. I mean, really want to get towards that brass so we can get those plates really cheaply. I may have to build a little bit of an alcove in here to keep the stuff out of the weather. I don't like putting writing tables out in the open for some reason, even though it's probably fine. Alright, I'll be back in a bit once I've made a few of these extra bits and pieces for Thaumcraft. Alright, so I am going to attempt to stop derping, although I probably will. This episode is a bit of a weird one. We've got a little overhang here that we've put in now, as well as a door through to the rest of the place. The bit that I neglected to read, and the thing that seems to be one of the things in this pack, is you can't make stuff unless you've first done the research and things. So while Salus Mundus on top of a cauldron will make the crucible, it won't make it until you've done the right research for it. So what we have to do is instead put that down there, grab our one last Salus Mundus, and do that instead, which gives us our 231 available. I don't know what that means, but we basically have to start reading RTFM. Basically, we have to start reading stuff complete. It's a separate quest book. Interesting. So now, observation fundamentals, thermometer, inventory scanning available. So in the arcane workbench, we can make some gold plates with a mana orb. The mana orb we're going to need to figure out. Okay, so we're going to have to do that next. I'm hoping at some point under here we're going to end up with the cauldron crucible thing. So in here, theory crafting, so we're going to need scribing tools, and I still haven't made the research table yet, but I don't think we can just yet. We sort of have to progress in Thaumcraft the way they mean you to progress. So let me go and make that. Let's just see how we make a mana orb. Oops, is that right? Yes, mana orb. A mana orb with 10%. Mana orb. So I don't know how to make this mana orb. It's a glass orb in a mana pool. Glass orb is some glass panes, which is some glass. All right, so I need to make some glass. So let me make a bunch of glass. We'll get some glass panes out of it. I can make the glass orb, and we can hopefully throw it in some mana and see we go from there, as well as getting the gold bits together. So let me go away and do that, and I will be back once again in just a bit. Alrighty, we have some glass and a bunch of other things. Got some gold plates. We do need to make this glass orb, so let's just try that. I'm pretty sure we can use this as a regular. Yep, sure can. Now let's just take some mana out. Now I think this is how we do it. Yep, totally how we do it. Okay, so now that we have that mana orb, we can throw that in the middle and put these plates around. Grab that. It took 20 viz, so I don't know how that viz worked, but now why does that one? Nothing new can be learned from this. Nothing new can be learned from this. Oh, there we go. We got something for that one. Got something for that one. Nothing new can be learned. Wow, so this is... They've really changed it and done a lot of stuff, so... Scanning bucket. Normally you can hover over... Oh, yeah, there we go. Glass. Gold. The mallet. Thaumcraft. Some for that. Some for that. Wow, cool. It's pretty fast now. Seems to be a lot faster. Alright, so now when we look at our Thaumcraft, what do we have? We have that ticked, that ticked. Awesome. So, cool. And then knowledge totals. Observation. Alright, so this is where we start doing some observations. So the cell, yeah, we don't need that anymore. Types of knowledge, we've got that stuff. I'm still not entirely sure how this works. For me to make any progress, I cannot rely on simply studying the world or stumbling. I need to make my own discoveries and expand knowledge. So we do still need to get this research table. I'm not entirely sure how to do that. However, the glass file we can probably make and then get a feather and an ink sac. You know what? Let's just do that really, really quickly, because I think I do have enough glass. There's 2. That is not looking hopeful for another piece of glass. Let's just get that out of the way. Let's put that in to make another piece of glass. We are going to need 1 piece of clay for that. Unless I have... No. Don't have any glass. Let's just throw that in there though. And so writing tools. We need a feather. Now I have come across, yep, some ink sacs already. I'm sure I don't. Yeah, definitely don't have enough glass. All right, this should be done any second. Hopefully there's a faster way of doing glass very, very soon. I did try it over in that, but unfortunately it's not one of the things that can be done in there. Awesome, glass file, one of those, ink, feather, scribing tools. So we got a tick for that, and the research table. So I think you just make that by clicking the tools on a regular table. Oak table? I didn't think it was an oak table though. Maybe it is. Research table, stone table, wood table. I think it is the wood table, which is slabs over infused planks. So let's grab... there we go. Oh, I had some already. It's fine. Is it in here? I can never remember. No, it's not that. Trying to rush too hard. Basic rectangle. It's literally just planks. Right. And we're going to need that. Okay, it does need to be great wood slabs and infused wood. Not that at all. Let's try the oak table. Man, I used to know this stuff like really easily. Yeah, there's only the 2 tables. I really do not think this is the right table, unfortunately. I don't think. Yeah, not at all. I think it is the wooden table, which means I need to find some great wood. Man, I feel like we are so... It's like, oh, complete. There was another complete. So, aspects of Essentia, cool. Knowledge tools. Salus Mundus, the thermometer, and arcane stone block is the next thing. Arcane stone. So this, first steps, strange wonders. Essentia. Logging the types of Essentia, that's awesome. So discovering alchemy. We can complete. The cauldron. A cauldron is the right safe and shy as a big metal bowl. Haha. Applying some Salus Mundus to a cauldron should resolve my problems. Amazing. So it does mean we need some more Salus Mundus, which means we're going to need another one of those. And let's grab some of our low covalence powder. Oof, we're going to need some more of that. In one door and out the other. Let's go here. So that can go in the middle. This can go around. Grab the Salus Mundus. Hooray! Crucible. Awesome. So we now have that. We can get meaty stew, some quartz slivers, file of mortis essentia. Interesting. But we can finally get our alchemical brass ingot, which is made with instrumentum, 5 thereof. So the best way to get instrumentum, from what I can tell, is probably from a stone shovel, because it has 8 instrumentum and only 3 terra on top of that. So if we got 5 stone shovels, yeah, if we got 5 stone shovels and 8 bits of copper. Now the real trick is going to be, I don't know if we can throw all that stuff in fast enough. So we do, however, have 8 copper. I reckon we should try it with a smaller amount first. So maybe 4 copper and 3 shovels. Let's ditch some of this stuff first of all. Quartz sliver. We do not need the sand anymore. These stupid tables that are definitely not going to be right. Now, we do actually need sticks, and we do need some of that. And we do need 2. 1, 2. So what did I say? 3 of these will be 24. Now, there is going to be a bit of overflow. You know what, let's just get the 5 of them anyway and see what happens. This could go terribly, terribly wrong. Oh, we need water. Let's grab from there. And this is potentially... Now, can I just alt-click all these? No. Nope, I can't. Do I need more water? Is that not quite enough water for it? Doesn't look like it's quite full. and it's becoming nighttime. This is where having all the stuff outside is probably not great. No, so it's definitely full of water. However, we are not getting... Nothing new can be learned from this. Alright, this episode for me is definitely not the greatest one. Do I need to complete first? I have my crucible. No, I need to experiment. Perfect thing. I spent midnight starting thaumaturgy and flickering torchlight. So is this just going to make the crucible and then down to the constitute? Once I have enough, throw in the catalyst. In this case, a handful of glowstone. If all goes on, the glowstone will the essential and transform into night ore. So it says. Wait a minute. So we want to make night ore. And then we need to handful of glowstone. So we do not have glowstone dust just yet. So let's just go over here and see if this lets us do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. Sure doesn't. Alright, I'm going to go away and read some more about this slightly different Thaumcraft, or it's the same and I just honestly cannot remember how to do it because it's been so long for this bit. I will be back in a minute once I have figured out what I am doing wrong. I know a lot of you are probably face palming pretty hard for this episode right now, but yeah, it's taken me a while to get back into this Thaumcraft stuff. See you in a bit. So yeah, quite a vital thing missing in the end. Heat underneath, so simple, and I totally should have realized, but for some reason totally didn't. So let's try that again. Let's go shovel, 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 shovel. Did we get anything back out? No, no. Now that's interesting. Where did it go? Not a stupid hidden thing? No. Well, that's interesting. I can shift right click it again. And I've just lost 8 copper. So that's kind of weird and kind of annoying. I wonder if it's because that's next to it. It shouldn't be though. Surely not. Let's just put that away in there. That's annoying because that's lost me a bunch of copper, unfortunately. And it's not down there either. Nothing can be learned. Oh yeah, we got something from that. And something from that. Nothing from that. This is very interesting. So I did find though, there's fundamentals and then there's alchemy. So fundamentals were 18% of the way through. Alchemy was what unlocked the basic alchemy thing. There is this here, which says alchemical brass. Brass is the study. Unfortunately, it's not always possible to hold it to its morphic properties in the universe. There should be a way of crafting it via alchemical. I simply need to find it. So let's try a simpler recipe of like one shovel and 1 copper. Oh man, that is really, really annoying. Let's smelt some copper. Alright, this is going to take some time. Let me smelt the copper. See you in a sec. Alright, we have our copper. I did make a second shovel as well because I do think there's a slightly better ratio to be had with 2 shovels and 3. So if we go... okay, so standing in front of it appears to work. Now things are getting spicy. All but the worst monsters known to the world may now be unleashed on you. Hope you're prepared because the rest of us probably aren't. Thanks for that. Right, so I've just unlocked something on the server that the other people, when they get back on the server, are going to struggle with. That's going to be fun and funny. Funny for them. Cool. Oh, and we get an extra 8 as well. Oh, awesome. So now we can get Thaumium and move on to Bippity Boppity Boo, Resonating Wand, which you're going to need for Astral Sorcery. However, to be honest, I think this level has gone on, or this episode has gone on long enough. It has been quite a derpy episode of me getting used to Thaumcraft again, and some of the really, really basic stuff, like, honestly, fire underneath the crucible, that is like Thaumcraft 101. I should have known that from, 5 years of playing it or whatever. So what I'm going to do now, between this time and the next time though, is I will do some stuff off camera / on stream instead, and that will be, so not the party equipment, although there are some cool things here. Where is it? AO Technology. I will make this off camera. I've done this in many different mod packs, and I'm pretty sure I've filmed it a couple of times as well. I'll make that steam coal boiler. We'll get that set up and get a forge hammer as well. Now that we have all the materials for this, it is going to take a bit of iron to make that, and we now have our brass to make the brass. I'm going to need a bunch of bronze as well, but as you can see, we've got this now smelting. We have, I made some bronze, and we do have some copper and tin dust to make some more bronze, which I'm actually going to do right now. So we want to, what do we want? Say that many? Yep, let's just chuck that in. Awesome. Because we are going to need, we are going to need a bunch of these small bronze pipes as well. 4 of them from, we're going to need a lot of this. But we're going to be able to use some of that pipe as well to transfer our steam around. So I will make those between now and next time, at least those 2. And then, we'll see what we're going to do next time. I suspect next time may be some more of this, but it may also, it looks like magic's fairly ingrained in this pack. So I might get some of this done in between times as well. But the Bippity Boppity Boo, the first one we make, Demonic Will Marble. So we've got marble, we've got brass, Demonic Will. Killing a mob with a sentient weapon or by throwing a snare. So we're going to need to do the snare thing. Which, coagulated blood drop, coagulated blood drying. Coagulated blood is just blood in, we don't have the Tinker's Smeltery. Forge Hammer, Blood Slime Block. That's interesting. I'm going to have a bit of a think about how we're going to potentially do this, because without the smeltery, we can't put monsters into there to get the blood. Very, very interesting. All right. Anyway, I will figure that out between now and next time. As always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.